Okay, this is my part 2 on how to help increase followers and get more engagement on your social media. The first video that I did is actually over on evepoetrygroup on IGTV. I give the first few points I like to make about helping people to get more exposure to their work. I put that on that first video, so if you haven't seen it yet, go over there and check it out and let me know if that was helpful. I've gotten a lot of responses that it was incredibly helpful to some of my members of Writers and Poets Cafe, and it was also helpful to other people that follow us on Instagram. So I'm going to continue to make these so long as you guys want to hear it and you guys have questions and want to learn more, okay? So make sure you also comment on this one and let me know if the points I'm making today are helpful as well. And let me know if I'm leaving anything out or there are other things that you want to learn more about. So I'll get started with my first point. And the first point is about privacy. A lot of people that are participating in the daily hashtags that we do on evepoetrygroup, namely the Cafe Daily photo prompt and the 6 words Cafe Daily. Some people are using the hashtags and participating, but I cannot share them because they have a private account. It is really important if you want to gain followers to have a public account. You really do need a public account in order to get exposure. And I want to make the point that if you have safety concerns or reasons to believe that somebody could harm you or your family, and that's why you have a private account, absolutely, by all means, continue to please keep yourself safe, and your safety is number one. And disregard everything I'm saying right now. So that's like the number one thing. So if you are private for a really good reason, namely security, this is not for you. If you are private because you're worried about people stealing your work or plagiarism and all of that, that's something you're going to have to get over, okay? So it really sucks that there are really bad people out there in the world, and there are people who do steal work. I have that concern myself. I have definitely thought about, gosh, why did that person follow me and then they unfollowed me and then they, it was weird, and then you get that weird feeling like, okay, are they just like stealing my work? Or if you start thinking that way, you're going to have a very unhealthy relationship with social media, and that's going to be very counterproductive. So all of those like negative thoughts and weird reasons, or not, I shouldn't say weird reasons. I don't want to call you weird, but any reason other than the fact of safety that you have a private account really is not legitimate, and you really, gosh, I'm just saying a lot of things that could be taken wrong. Not necessarily legitimate, but it's something that you're going to have to get over. So you need to get over it, and you need to make a public account if you want to actually get exposure to your work and you want to get followers. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen, or it's going to happen very slowly. A lot of people will not follow you back if you are private. I myself have been skeptical when people follow me and they have a private account, and I'm not really sure if I really want to follow them because I don't know who they are. And unless I know already who they are as a person, like I know them in real life, I really am not inclined to follow them. So that's the first part of my first point. The second part of my first point is not only do you have to have a public account, but you want to have your account converted to a Instagram business account. So if you don't have that already, convert your Instagram to a business account. It is 100% free, no catches. I don't try to sell you anything else. It is incredibly valuable, and it's like my favorite tool. The fact that it's free is phenomenal, and it provides you with analytics to how well your posts and stories are doing on Instagram. So it'll let you know if, for instance, you got a follow from a post, or if somebody visited your website or emailed you from your post or story. And it'll let you just know how things are performing for you and what are the peak times for posting. There's a lot of goodies. You can look it up. Look up the Instagram business account and what it does and how it helps you. The second thing I want to talk about is hashtags. So you get 30 hashtags on Instagram. They will let you post up to 30, but no more than 30 hashtags. I would say use them all if you want. Sometimes I use them all, or the other pieces, maybe pick a good 15 to use and consistently use those. The biggest thing is do not use the most popular hashtags that come up and trend for whatever it is that you're searching. So if you're searching new hashtags to add to your post or whatever, do not, if it has like 1 million or so, you don't want to be using that. If you only have 100, 200 or so followers, or even anything under 1,000, shoot, anything under 5,000 followers, if you are looking at hashtags and using hashtags that have like 1 million or so people using them, you are not going to get seen. Your hashtag is going to mean nothing. It's not going to show up for people. Like, it might show up for a second if somebody happens to be on there and you hashtagged it. Like, it's literally going to kind of get buried. Okay, so do not use popular hashtags. Find a good 15 hashtags that are small, like maybe 1,000, in the 1,000 range, maybe, or at least under 5,000, and stick with those. So, for instance, say it's Poet of Alaska. I don't know, whatever that, like, find ones that are creative, make up your own even, but at least pick some that are already somewhat trending for whatever genre of work or art form that you're doing, and also location. So pick some things that are like, so if you were an artist and you live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you know, start or use Albuquerque artist or some sort of version of that. And if you already have a few in your local area that are being used but are under like 1,000 or under 5,000 or so, those are the ones that are going to actually help you gain viewership on your work, and they're going to help you trend on that particular hashtag. So if people are following it, they'll actually see what you're doing. So they also say, and the reason why I say 15 is because statistically they say that the algorithm is only effective up to about 15 hashtags. So even though you use 30, not all of those are really working. So really only about 14 or 15, and I'll get the statistics for you. I know that there is data out there that you can look and they'll tell you, you know, how that works or why or whatever, but I believe the magic number is like 14 or 15. So if you are picking 14 or 15 that are not the most used hashtags for your specific art form and geographic location, you are going to have a lot better experience or a lot better chance to be seen and viewed by the people that would want to follow you, okay? The other thing is, it is incredibly crucial, my other big point that I'm going to make, and it's going to be the last one for this video, is you need to be using location. If you are not using location on every single post that you do and every single story, you are losing like a high percentage, and I can't remember what it is. It seems like, I think it increases your chances of being seen by like 30% or more. And if you want your posts to be seen, you want followers, you want likes and engagement, you need to put a location, a geotag on your story and on your posts, okay? So important. And you don't have to pick your specific location. If you do have location safety concerns, like you don't want some stalker to know where you're at, pick a metropolitan area that is not far from you. Or even it could be a state away, it could be a country away. It doesn't really matter, but pick some location, and it could just be a location where you want to appeal to that particular location. Or, you know, for me, I just picked Portland, Oregon because that's the biggest city near me, and I continue to use that because I want local followers. All right, so use location, use more specific hashtags that are not gonna get you buried. It'll get you more viewership. And make sure you have a public account, and definitely convert your account to an Instagram business profile. If you have any questions, let me know. Comment in the comments, please. I read them all. I will respond to everybody. And if you have any other things that you want to learn about, let me know, because I will make another video. If it's been helpful, definitely let me know that too, because that's been really meaningful for those of you that have been telling me that, because that encourages me to keep doing more for you, okay? All right, thank you, and have a wonderful day. Bye.